MCs trying to do what I did as a little kid, belly in my teens, a fiend for instrumentals and busting thoughts from my mantle. So it was never coincidental, I had to pick up a pencil and start writing, inviting exciting words while the world is fighting herbs. I am lighting, sighting new territories to discover a world that's not tainted by an insignificant other, making everybody sisters and brothers so we could hover amongst the land that was provided by a man with a dream to redeem hip-hop's dignity, being all true DJs and MCs with ability, but opposites will always attract until infinity. That's why you gotta live it to its fullest capacity. You gotta strive to survive, even if you have to work a 9 to 5. You gotta strive to survive. Living on these streets, it's hard to stay alive. You gotta strive to survive. Keep your lyrics intact to keep the party live. You gotta strive to survive, because lack of strive causes careers to take a nosedive. Life is hard as it is in this hip-hop biz. I quiz myself to stay stuffed mentally in good health, wealth and prosperity, with verses of polarity to bring forth a new coming, a bassline strumming, and drummers drumming beats to leave you humming this melody. Music is the best alternative for not catching a felony, because I spent time on the block, keeping my safety on lock until the clock starts ticking, inflicting more negativity through the inner cities and ghettos. For strangers we put it the pedal to the metal, and nobody settles for sorry in the safari. The scene is never serene, you gotta be a fiend for your destiny, because time is the enemy, and no matter what you do, it's gonna keep wasting. Get up, get out, and stop hesitating, debating if you should or shouldn't. Wouldn't that be a shame? You gotta strive to survive, even if you have to work a 9 to 5. You gotta strive to survive. Living on these streets, it's hard to stay alive. You gotta strive to survive. Keep your lyrics intact to keep the party live. You gotta strive to survive, because lack of strive causes careers to take a nosedive.
Yo, I be at wit's end and try to make these dividends. Man, his life transcends. Come up quick, you get the bends. Recipients and friends never take part in the trends. Even if y'all do the math, never take the easy path. My pocket stacked with these lint bars and bottle caps. Yeah, I come together with my people for that so glad. These troubled times, man, it's hard to keep a focused mind. From front lines to battlegrounds, strive to keep it safe and sound. I rock the knowledge right from high noons to full moons. So give me room before I rain on you like monsoons. The Mad Collab Paranormal brought the antidote to resurrect the game. For real will be your only hope. The thing takes on with ammunition, blast the gates. The repercussion of my movements like an earthquake. For heaven's sakes, every chance I get a break, catch me rhyming in the elevators, raising up the stakes. You gotta strive to survive, even if you have to work a 9 to 5. You gotta strive to survive. Living on these streets, it's hard to stay alive. You gotta strive to survive. Keep your lyrics intact to keep the party live. You gotta strive to survive, because lack of strive causes careers to take a nosedive.
We taking y'all back. Experience is everything. Yeah. Experience is what got us here. But what's gonna take us to the future of hip hop down. This is the paranormal. You got fat. rhyming for over 13 years, putting my name on the map in all the atmospheres. Until the sound controls the souls of hip-hop society, lacking variety in melody, so I'm bringing back integrity and righteousness to this abyss of meaningless music that traps your mind so you can't find your way out, setting you on a route filled with doubt, down the devil's path of temptation. Having to worry about an FBI investigation isn't part of the hip-hop lifestyle. You better be living it or you fit this profile of a one-hit wonder MC who lost all of his hunger. We watch so many of them plunder into the gutter, so whenever you hear me utter a word, it will surpass superb when I'm degrading the absurd.
Come on.
If you want to pick up the microphone, you better know what to do. I can't see right through all of these cats because you know they're not coming true.
We don't believe you.
If you want to pick up the microphone, you better know what to do. I can't see right through all of these cats because you know they're not coming true.
It's futuristic, but what does that mean? Ways and plans, fam, living clean. Every jam I do is a love song. Every jam I do keep the love strong. Going out of my way to do the right thing. All the good stuff, positivity and life brings. Wanna shine bright light on your fam, so manifest fate right there in your hands, bro. Suckers, what does this mean? Going only for self on a scheme? He's a liar, child of the empire, money multiplier, yet soul filled with fire. Ignorant, vain and illiterate. It's deliberate, the way you're so inconsiderate. Going out of your way to sound complicated, since back in the days you've been constipated.
If you want to pick up the microphone, you better know what to do. I can't see right through all of these cats because you know they're not coming true.
We don't believe you.
If you want to pick up the microphone, you better know what to do. I can't see right through all of these cats because you know they're not coming true. If you want to pick up the microphone, you better know what to do. I can't see right through all of these cats because you know they're not coming true. If you want to pick up the microphone, you better know what to do. I can't see right through all of these cats because you know they're not coming true.
Comments on Fat Head, Freddie Joachim, my man with the smooth tracks. He's got experience.
Come on.
Use your brain. Paranormal, y'all. You can get these notes. Do it, do it, do it.
Come on.
Jazz music. I talk to myself in public places and hum jazz tunes. I love jazz. I once wanted to be an actor, but this is the closest I'll ever get to it. I love jazz.
Check it out, check it out, check it out.
listening to.
I'm always ready, never was out to make the fetty. Just keep style steady over a dope melody, captivating everybody, generated and celebrating a positive, poetic, energetic soul with one goal to achieve, making the world believe in the sound for the underground's finest. Royal Highness, and my scepter is a condenser microphone, always sitting on my throne when I get into the zone. Words just flow out about topics that depict realistic journeys relative to anybody's lifestyle. I never slanged a vowel or a sack of crack. I just get back to the lack of education in this generation. Paper chasing when you should be facing realities, abnormalities, because nothing is really perfect in a circuit that gets shorted whenever true music isn't supported. Like this assorted array of Clint's for the display, made specifically. That's why I do this strictly for the love of hip-hop. I'll be signifying underground till it stops. I do this strictly for the love of hip-hop. I'll be signifying underground till it stops. Like me and Vex the Vortex, we do this from the heart. From the jump start, I was a part of this culture. Always mature for my age at a stage in my life where I knew I grew on to something irresistible. Very critical over the fact that originality's the only way not to be whack. I figured out that way back in '83 when I didn't know where hip-hop would take me and make me into an MC. On a journey to bring back righteousness. Whenever I write this for the signifiance of the defiance over the commercial alliance, never contributing nothing to your soliciting of music made to be played on the radio. Those cats that need 20 hype men in order to rock a show. I switch my flow, every beat to compete, which is really hard if you do this with regards as a true indie. But simply, I do this strictly for the love of hip-hop. I'll be signifying underground till it stops. I do this strictly for the love of hip-hop. I'll be signifying underground till it stops.
Giving you a sample of the underground. You know what? Doing this like Jehovah. Like spray cans and turntables. I grab the mic and get wrecked for real. I blow up spots like the World Trade Center.
I do this strictly for the love of hip-hop. I'll be signifying underground till it stops. I do this strictly for the love of hip-hop. I'll be signifying underground till it stops. I do this strictly for the love of hip-hop. I'll be signifying underground till it stops. I do this strictly for the love of hip-hop. I'll be signifying underground till it stops. From LA to Sweet, Stylus One on the drum, give him some. I started with the jazzy because it made me happy. Then automatically it came naturally from my soul. Master my breath control, and then my cadence to working on my patience. But as long as I stay dedicated, jazz will be celebrated through each song created in my catalog of LPs. Searching overseas for a sound too profound. The universe is bound for music with meaning to keep you reading the signs, the words that bind us together as one. That universal language I'm trying to manage to help us go global instead of just local. I'm using my positivity as my vocal point of no return, because you must learn that this isn't a game, this is an art form where we don't conform to the norm. I wanna search for that universal sound, that music got me bumping from town to town. I wanna search for that universal sound, that music got me bumping on the underground. I wanna search for that universal sound, that music got me bumping from town to town. I wanna search for that universal sound, that music got me bumping on the underground. I wanna from LA to Sweden, big drums beating, rhymes never repeating, higher enlightenment seeking. Every time I write a rhyme, I like to combine all elements and leave it up to my intelligence to maintain a positive mind frame and always remain the same. person from the get-go. You could always take a photo in it, a promo sticker with my logo. The paranormal flow is the next phenom, taking the universe beyond recognition by reminiscing back when I used to envision a positive living for the children, making sure that I always come first. So I'm creating music for the entire universe to keep you vibing to this rhythm and let it flow through your system like feng shui to stay out of harm's way and on the path of the righteous. Doing music in God's likeness to astound. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music got me bumping from town to town. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music got me bumping on the underground. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music got me bumping from town to town. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music got me bumping on the underground. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music got me bumping from town to town. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music got me bumping on the underground. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music got me bumping from town to town. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music got me bumping on the underground. I'm on a bringing that cosmic hip-hop show shot. Solar system sound waves can life save. If you crave a higher dimension, ascension to the next level of invention, use your mind to get attention from the masses. This time passes us by. I'm figuring out ways to praise the Most High, spreading this positive energy till the day that I die. Go ahead, Stylus One, show them the reasons why we'll always stay fly. So here's Stylus One on the drum, give them some. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music got me bumping from town to town. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music got me bumping on the underground. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music got me bumping from town to town. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music got me bumping on the underground. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music got me bumping from town to town. Universal sound. That music that be bumping on the underground. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music that be bumping from town to town. I'm on a search for that universal sound. That music that be bumping, bump, search. Hip-hop was created and demonstrated on the blocks. True MCs came from the school of the hard knocks, rhyming over a beatbox or banging on some tables. Way before the record label started selling fables, it was a true art that could be set apart from the rest. It took a while to manifest, so we can't let it digress. Back to that old Sugar Hill, run-of-the-mill buzzkill. So I'm devising a plan to scan through the chosen few and start a crew of universal scientific b-boys to destroy the mainstream pipe dream distributors, spamming our computers with brainwash projects to sell an object strictly for the profit. That's why I'm here to stop it from becoming an epidemic of pathetic proportions. All these rappers ever talk about is their fame and fortunes. Let's turn back a page, back to the stage of the golden age of hip-hop. Back when, before the big transcend into something else than hip-hop. Before the commercialization of a civilized nation we call hip-hop. So I'm preserving the name by not being the same to change the mind frame of hip-hop. When we reminisce over you, the sun comes out, dark skies turn blue. Taking it back to when it was true, now there is only a chosen few. that do what they're not supposed to. The industry obviously has no clue. Hip-hop was created to convey through the youth of today to make a positive crew that brings unity, fluently contemplating ways of creating a classic. We used to buy two to keep one in the plastic tight pipe joint, to the point with the rhyme time. Everything refined to the extent content meant for the heaven sent to comment and spread the word about what you heard from this jazzy cat. Always sounding happy when he got a groove to make you move your anatomy. Make you move your anatomy. Turn back a page, back to the stage of the golden age of hip-hop. When before the big transcended to something else than hip-hop. Before the commercialization of a civilized nation we call hip-hop. So I'm preserving the name by now being the same that changed the mind frame of hip-hop. Let's turn back a page, back to the stage of the golden age of hip-hop. Back when before the big transcended to something else than hip-hop. The commercialization of a civilized nation we call hip-hop. So I'm preserving the name by not being the same that changed the mind frame of hip-hop. Escape from the Humdrum.
But I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme.
I write a verse to reimburse the first cats who did it exquisite. That's why I always revisit the ways on how to inhibit the habitat of the jazziest. Music that makes me the happiest when I'm pouring my whole soul into making a goal my reality. Incorporate a positive mentality and no actuality. I do this for the love of perfect harmony in unison of that music that conveys from within. I've been trapped ever since I was convinced by hearing park bench people. There can never be an equal to the lyricism and style of Mike and I. Most Def, Jeff, and Wyclef of the refugees paved the way for the boogie monsters, Lance, Farside, and Slim Kid Trey. Evolved into acts like J5, J-Live, Drew Capone, and the Percussions, clearing up any of those false assumptions.
I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme.
As soon as the song and beat is complete, I'll repeat the verse 5 times to make it concrete. Written in stone, then immediately memorized. Escaped into my own world where everything is comprised of deep thought. Taking it back to when we bought music for the mind. Now it's music hard to find, so I take a lot of time to provoke a new paradigm. Meticulously define diversity to the maximum. Until this music becomes platinum, I will keep rapping to the drum with freedom to do whatever I please and ease all of my stress. Knowing I bless the microphone to impress with music that is moving, improving the grooving theories with a series of CDs and records, documenting all my words for the future of jazz hop. In every mom and pop shop, I'm taking us back to the top with this music that is in vibe.
And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I'm finished the rhyme. And I'm right and I'm trapped in between the lines. I skate when I finish the rhyme.
wild, freestyle or rap to make your neck snap back. Vibing over a track created to leave you stimulated. I never demonstrated nothing besides positive words that I give to all these morbid kids possessing that immediate comprehension. When I write an album, every song's a different dimension of the paranormal's portal into my soul. Recorded as a documentary of my life and times. Design a rhyme combined with every aspect that reflects my perseverance. This is a clearance of appearance. There is so much interference from the outsiders always looking in. You're walking on thin ice, trying to take a slice out of my pie, and I reply with the vengeance and the intelligence of a philosopher. Words bound by honor and not that almighty dollar. My only intention is just to make that crowd holler.
Excited and light while these other cats tend to fight. I always keep it high on the mic because I know what the people like. I like to be excited and light while these other cats tend to fight. I always keep it high on the mic because I know what the people like.
What the people like. When I rip this mic and put all my effort and exert my whole anatomy just to burn this. It's an analogy or metaphor because hardcore is played. I like baggy pants. I'm just trying to make those break dancers dance with beats that transcend a permanent b-boy stance, with hopes to make things more advanced instead of this novice sounding bass pounding the commercial world surrounding this life of this underground. Astounding, these cats not familiar with the pillars that held up hip hop for decades. When you were playing in arcades and rolling on rollerblades, we were listening to ways music was being made by only professionals, and your credentials is displayed by complexity and not celebrity status. There is no excuse for the whackness in the new millennium where skills been at a minimum. That's why I be recording on my
I'm excited and light while these other cats tend to fight. I always keep it high on the mic because I know what the people like.
What the people like.
I'm excited and light while these other cats tend to fight. I always keep it high on the mic because I know what the people like.
What the people like.
I'm excited and light while these other cats tend to fight. I always keep it high on the mic because I know what the people like.
What the people like.
I'm excited and light while these other cats tend to fight. I always keep it high on the mic because I know what the people like.
What the people like.
I'm excited and light while these other cats tend to fight. I always keep it high on the mic because I know what the people like.
What the people like.
I'm excited and light while these other cats tend to fight. I always keep it high on the mic because I know what the people like.
What the people like. This goes out to all you little grimy cats trying to hold me down for the last decade, trying to keep me under. That's why I'm doing these words of wonder, trying to hold me. Beats striking my thunder. Check it out like this. People always wanna see the different sides of me, so I switch up to leave you stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Forced to choose over those that abuse, and the real cats that I always refuse to lose the underground pass to the mass that support the short handful of lyricists lighting the candle, maintaining the rotation for the younger generation to get inspired instead of sick and tired of all the school speak. If your style isn't legit and you're all about that nonsense, reevaluate your content. If you're going to dispense your product, it will get sent to the landfill. Eventually you realize this music's at a standstill. Whatever happened to the thrill of copping an album like Nas, Illmatic? We all have to get rid of all that static that's brought a drastic change to hip-hop, but on the underground. The paranormal Stylus One. 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 Me when I'm bringing my chops better than any veteran at it. Assembling words together with a clever endeavor to bring jazz hop to the top of the pile of rappers in denial, spitting a written, thinking you're kicking a freestyle, which isn't the proper way to display, so that it's supposed to be spontaneous. Checking the dictionary for the word extemporaneous, which better defines the line that I'm trying to get across. On Underground, we use our styles and lyrics to floss. Instead of platinum and diamonds, we convey agility and the capabilities to take over the mainstream, using the jazz theme and lyricism to be placed in a different division of art form. I will never conform to the norm when I perform my paranormal resourceful words of wisdom over a double kick drum and snare always rolling. That's why I'm holding down my style so you can never stop this mind-blowing hip-hop. It don't stop. The change has begun, because every time I hear one I emerge like the sun shining, combining the soul control of my paranormal abilities. Never put simply, when creating songs with dignity, there is an infinity of concepts to be grasped in this vast solar system. Symbolism, lyricism for the righteous cast of listeners, always willing to turn quitters into winners. Courtesy these calculated concepts, leaving the mind vexed after I complex the anatomy of word, metaphor, and analogy, bringing a factory full of thought back to the ones who bought or supported the ones that contorted and keep inventing something other than that presetting that I refuse to use. As long as I have a brain to fuse these intelligent sentences together, I will keep changing and escalating just like the weather. I'm just doing something different for the peeps that like to listen to ill rhymes and dope beats. I'm just doing something different for the peeps that like to listen to ill rhymes and dope beats. I like to create music that relates to all the open mind states, setting new traits, positive music for the intellects to appreciate. I'm here to set it straight and reveal my fate as an artist in this market that targets the harshest critics that can only comprehend simplistics. That's why I do the opposite when I take you on a visit to the futuristic, then back to the past. Contrast my style so it can outlast all of that short-term run-of-the-mill songs that don't possess any skill. Mass appeal should not be the priority. That's why underground is the minority in an overcrowded category, so it's mandatory to uplift and shift the standards of hip-hop. Only the top-notch producers and lyricists should be running this business, utilizing our quickness, always bringing the sickest. I'm just doing something different for the peeps that like to listen to ill rhymes and dope beats. I'm just doing something different for the peeps that like to listen to ill rhymes and dope beats. tired of hearing all these whack tracks, so I'm bringing jazz back. Extract the exact essentials to make the perfect instrumentals by Stylus One. Discuss some wisdom over drum, never throwing a temper tantrum when I create an anthem. For the jazzy snazzy cat scats over boom baps, makes finger snaps, then a standing ovation to claps. That's all I'm out for, besides opening the door for those who want more than just the industry standard. I'm a hazard to a bastard when I'm plastered, recorded, mixed and mastered every song just to prolong my status as the prey mantis. Stalking down the wackest for access to the limelight, right around that's out of sight, to make everybody wanna bite. That's why I gotta copyright every verse, just in case you wanted a taste of innovative rap. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing all these whack tracks, so I'm bringing jazz back. Extract the exact essentials to make the perfect instrumentals. Jazz is the fundamental. Jazz is the fundamental. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing all these whack tracks, so I'm bringing jazz back. Extract the exact essentials to make the perfect instrumentals. Jazz is the fundamental. Jazz is the fundamental. Creator, originator of every sound on the underground. One of the hardest art forms to master. Nobody had a faster approach than Max Roach. The best coach to listen for what's missing in your drum rolls, taking you through portholes of souls unforgotten and infinite with no limit to expressions. Impressions were made when I played this old song by Ella Fitzgerald entitled Riding High. After that I knew I had to give this a try. Moving on to Sarah Vaughan, the next best thing beside people who can sing. And I like people who can bring music that's classic and not plastic, if anything vinyl, because that's more true. I'd rather listen to Billie Holiday instead of Erykah Badu in a second, giving recognition to those bringing back what's missing. Like Jill Scott, the closest thing to true jazz we got for the new millennium, bringing back that true bebop. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing all these whack tracks, so I'm bringing jazz back. Extract the exact essentials to make the perfect instrumentals. Jazz is the fundamental. Jazz is the fundamental. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing all these whack tracks, so I'm bringing jazz back. Extract the exact essentials to make the perfect instrumentals. Jazz is the fundamental. Jazz is the fundamental. Gershwin always kept the beats bursting. For all your producers thirsting, exerting their abilities with different deliveries and formats, so I'm dropping stats on the best, like Wes Montgomery, plucking and strumming. He sings through his strings like Charlie Parker hits the high notes, devoted to waking data, bringing an array of styles like Miles Davis in his many different faces, blowing places out with one spout from his horn. Will leave you reborn when you hear them perform. Music out of the norm that can transform a bad mood into altitude, trying to elude the humdrum. Refrain from the mundane like Coltrane, the greatest rap musician who I can listen to for hours without getting bored. The Lord of the Keys has to be the loneliest monk, but if you want some bass in your trunk, bump some Charles Mingus on the upright cannon light. The darkest minds to pay respect to cats like Dave Brubeck, rearranging the sounds of the piano, but nobody can blow a rock show like Satchmo. So if you don't know all these names that I'm dropping, you better start shopping and doing your homework before you start popping the pads, putting out pads. That's as sad as your demo. Just remember that jazz is the fundamentals. Just remember that jazz is the fundamentals. Just remember that jazz is the fundamentals. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing all these whack tracks, so I'm bringing jazz back. Extract the exact essentials to make the perfect instrumentals. Jazz is the fundamental. Jazz is the fundamental. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing all these whack tracks, so I'm bringing jazz back. Extract the exact essentials to make the perfect instrumentals. Jazz is the fundamental. Jazz is the fundamental. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing all these whack tracks, so trip, get a grip, and make sure your stay is worthy. Creating new melodies, ready to rip, ready to flip, ready to take you on a journey into this galaxy. Take a trip, get a grip, and make sure your stay is worthy. Nobody really knows where your life will go. Troubles and woes got you hiding from your foes. So I stay off the streets, writing to mad beats, flipping the style up just so you can hear something different. I heard you wanna be an MC like me, only if it's meant to be. Sent from the galaxy with a positive mentality is the only way to succeed in this world full of greed. The only thing you really need is to live, breathe, and bleed. This music that's ferocious. A journey into this galaxy. Take a trip, get a grip, and make sure your stay is worthy. Creating new melodies, ready to rip, ready to flip, ready to take you on a journey into this galaxy. Take a trip, get a grip, and make sure your stay is worthy. Like tripping when I'm flipping the script on the microphone, and my mission is to get rid of the repetition. I can't listen to these stuttering bubbly fools that I be dissing. Missing in action with an attraction for spitting. Nothing other than no intelligence, so I'm skipping. Ripping a whack MC on the mic for reminiscing. Back in the past when we used to play outside all day, but now in the year 2004, my little girl's left to a life trapped behind doors. Due to the craziness and the generation of laziness, parents don't forbid their kids to not do what they did when they were young, dumb, and full of some moronic ideals that appeals to the gullible mind, symbolic to a puddle. But when you get older and you have no more shoulder to lean on, you can stand and deliver more like a river, striving to reach the ocean with devotion for things that mean more in life, like having a wife and a family, making that fat salary like me, just sitting back writing a word gallery. I have taken many through this galaxy already, and I'm always creating a new melody. Creating new melodies, ready to rip, ready to flip, ready to take you on a journey into this galaxy. Take a trip, get a grip, and make sure your stay is worthy. Creating new melodies.